Hi everyone, today let's start in all fours. Hands under your shoulder, knees under your hip points. And start by finding your placement. Take time to settle into your mat. Maybe rocking forward and back. The first movement, flossing our shoulder blades. Exhale, drop your chest and squeeze your shoulder blades. Inhale, press into your hand, broaden your shoulder blades. It's just like cat and cow, but just with your upper back area. Continue, exhale, drop your chest. Inhale, press into your hands, broaden your shoulder blades. Very organic movement following your breath. One more round. Inhale in to broaden. Wonderful. Now we're gonna bring our right hand, the pinky side, and slide it to the right corner of the room, dropping right temple onto the mat and finding this nice stretch on the outer shoulder area. Breathe into the stretch. Come back. Let's do the other side, sliding your left pinky to the left corner of the mat and dropping your left temple on the mat, creating length into your left side body all the way to the pinky. Let's come into puppy pose, bringing both hands to the front of the room, dropping into the pose any amount you feel comfortable, maybe to your forehead if it feels good, or dropping your chest. Hip is over the knees or slightly forward. And to protect the lower back, let's hug in the belly a little bit. Great, let's release from the pose, all fours. Now time for full cat and cow. Inhale, drop your belly, open your chest, look forward and stay in your cow pose. Feeling the openness of your front side of your body. And with your next exhale, press into your hands. Really take time to round through. Checking in with the back side of your body, feeling any kinks, and breathing into there. One more breath. 3 more rounds of cat and cow, 1 breath per movement. Inhale to look up, drop your belly. Exhale, press through, rounding your spine. Inhale into your cow pose, open your chest. Exhale, feel the openness of your shoulder blades and your lower back. Inhale here, maybe even look up and open through your throat. Exhale, press through, rounding your spine. Wonderful. Let's come into active child pose, tucking your toes under, walking your hands forward, and sitting your hips on your heels. Feel the stretch in your toes and listen to your breath. Breathe in from your nose. Exhale out from your mouth. Now let's come into downward facing dog. Really slowly bringing your hips up and start to walk your dog, starting to activate the muscle of our legs. And let's stay right feet straight, left knee bends as much as you want to, and alternate. Left knee straight, right knee bends. Now let's bend both knees, toes on the mat, heels lifted, press into your hands, and then exhale, heels come closer to the mat. Inhale, bend both knees, exhale, knees straight. One last time. Bend your knees, press into your hands, exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale here, exhale. Now let's slowly walk to the top of the mat. Feet hip distance wide and ragdoll pose. Hold on to the opposite elbows if it feels good and sway your torso side to side. And let's stay your hands both plant on the left side. Bending your right knee generously and bringing the weight to that leg. Change side, bringing your hands to the right side and bending your left knee, weight on that leg. Come back to center, inhale, halfway lift, stay and feel the nice back muscle activating and pull your navel in, elbows back. Use your exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rooting to rise. Circling your arms up, palms touch. Exhale, palms back to prayer. Now let's bring your right hand to the left hip bone and reaching up with your left hand, creating a space between your hip bone and the last rib. Change side, bringing your left hand to the right hip bone, using the hand to pin down the hip bone and reaching your right hand up, creating space. Let's change side and slight side bend because we've created a space with the first round. Let's utilize the breath here. Exhale as you side bend a little bit deeper. And let's change sides. Now right arm reaches up and use the exhale to maybe come to a side bend. Use the left hand to pin down that right hip bone. Let's come back. Inhale, reaching your arms up. Exhale into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, feel the back muscle activating. Exhale, forward fold. Let's come back to your downward facing dog into all fours. Adjust your hand and knee stance. One round cat and cow. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round through. Now let's bring your hips to your left like she-shape. Looking over right shoulder. Change sides, bump your hips to your right and head over that left shoulder. When you're ready, downward facing dog. Inhale, bring your heels up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Warming up the ankles. And let's come back, downward facing dog. Bend both knees, look forward. And let's walk your feet to the top of the mat. Hip distance wide, ragdoll pose. Sway side to side if it feels good. Feel the difference between the first time and this time. And let's bring your both hands to your left and to your right. Wonderful. Come back to center. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, coming up, circling your arms up, palms touch. Exhale, back to your heart. Now let's bring your right hand to your left hip bone, side bend. Inhale to come center, change side, left hand to the right hip bone and side bending using your right hand. Come back center, both hands up, exhale, bend your knees, open chest. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale into halfway lift. Feeling the back muscles. Stay here for one breath. Exhale, fold, plant your hands. All fours. Adjust your stance if needed. One round of cat and cow. Inhale, chest broaden. Exhale, rounding through. Inhale, come back to center. She-shape, bumping your hips to your left. Look over right shoulder and the other side. Wonderful. Come back to center. Tuck your toes under. Active child pose. Let's come back. Downward facing dog. And heels up. Exhale down. Couple of times, waking up the ankles. Do at your own pace. And maybe feel the difference from the first time. Bend both knees, look forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Release your head. And let's slowly walk to the top of the mat. Ragdoll pose, holding on to the elbows, swaying side to side. Releasing the lower back. And bringing both hands to your left side, bending right knee. Change side to hands to your right, bending left knee. Come back to center, use your inhale, come halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Coming up to stand, circling your arms up, palms touch at the center, exhale, back to your heart. Let's bring your right hand to your left hip bone, reach up with your left hand, side bend. Feel the difference from the first round. Come back center, the other side, pinning down that right hip bone with your left hand and side bending to your left. Both arms reach, cactusing your arms, opening your chest, squeeze your shoulder blades. Inhale, reach up. And let's bring your right hand to your left hip bone from the back side. And some twist, changing side, bringing your left hand to the right hip bone from the back. Let's reach both arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale into halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Pull hand onto the mat. Come back to all fours stance. Cat and cow, inhale to reach up. Exhale, rounding your back. Feel the openness of your lower back. And bump your hips to your left. Look over right shoulder. Other side. Come back to center. Tuck your toes under. Active child pose. Let's press up to downward facing dog. And again, inhale, heels up. Exhale, down. Do at your own pace, couple of times, creating your own rhythm. When you're ready, bend both knees, look forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Slowly walking to the top of the mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale into halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rooting to rise, both hands circle up. Exhale, palms touch at the center. Now let's close with the sunflower pose. Holding onto opposite wrist, inhale, reach up. Exhale, side bend to your left. Circling yourself all the way down, coming up with the opposite elbow. Coming back all the way up. Let's do one more round. Getting into the kinks. Anywhere you feel this stiffness, breathe into it. Wonderful, come up. Let's switch the grip of your wrist and let's go to the opposite direction. Breathing the side bend to your right and then circling yourself all the way down to your left and come up. One more round. Just move in a way that feels good for you this morning or whenever you're practicing this sequence. And let's bring your arms up, a cactus your arms, squeeze your shoulder blades and reach up with your hands, palms touch, back to your heart. Let's circle, half circle your neck. And let's face forward, bringing your thumb to your forehead. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.